Hi there. I hope you're having a lovely day. This is Christine Collins with Transform Create, and I wanted to share with you a quick tip for the day, something that I think you'll find to be immediately applicable. When you are noticing, observing something that you don't like, something that feels like a problem for you or a challenge, it can be very helpful to explicitly state out loud or in a written format, whether you're writing it in a journal or you're saying it to a friend. It doesn't matter as long as you're clear about what it is that you want. You want to state it in the positive. And what I mean by in the positive, I'm not talking about positive versus negative, like good versus bad. I'm talking about positive in the sense of affirmative. You want to state it in the affirmative. This is what I want, not this is what I don't want. Okay, so that's what I mean by stating it in the positive. Make a statement in some form or fashion, written or verbal, of exactly what you want. A recent example where this worked for me, and what I'm leading you towards is the realization that when you do this, your subconscious mind, which, you know, sometimes people say the universe or God or source or higher self, however you would like to label that for you, your subconscious mind is very powerful and will continue to work on your goals for you when you're not looking. It's kind of like having an agent working on your behalf when you're not paying attention. You're focused on other things, you're going through your day. You give that message to your subconscious mind that this is what I want, and it will continue to try to problem solve for you in the background. This is kind of a silly example, but sometimes it's the silly small things that we identify with the most easily. So I was noticing and observing that I was having this tendency to, in the very few moments in my day where I would have time to myself to reflect on things, I was using those moments to reflect on something very specific that I didn't like. And it was happening actually for me mostly in the shower, because that was the one time where I'm not occupied with something and my mind is free to kind of wander. And it was wandering to the topic that was rather unpleasant. And I was in conversation with someone and I said, gosh, you know, it's so stupid, like that I keep thinking about this in the damn shower. Like, I wish I could just stop doing that. So that stated in the negative. So then I had to kind of reframe that so that I could state it more positively. What I would love is to get through a shower or two without thinking about this thing. I want to think about something else, right? And without realizing it, the problem-solving mechanism kicked in and began. And I started to notice that during that same time, I caught myself, I realized, oh my gosh, I'm actually not thinking about this. Like, I was thinking about other things that were way more constructive. And I stopped to kind of like think about where the shift happened. And I realized that I was doing a mantra in the back of my mind. Didn't even know I was doing it, but once I stopped and thought about it, it was a song, a mantra in the form of a song. And it was playing just kind of over and over. The Sanskrit was just playing over and over, occupying my mind adequately enough that I was actually distracted and I was able to focus on something else. I didn't plan that. I didn't come up with that solution. I didn't think to myself, oh, I don't want to think about this, so I'm going to focus on the Sanskrit mantra instead. It just happened that way. My subconscious mind solved the problem for me because I was very clear and specific about what I wanted. And you can do that too. You just have to be very clear and specific, and it does help if you start small. So that was a relatively simple, small matter to solve. And my subconscious mind came up with a very easy, not even noticeable solution for what I had stated that I wanted.